Karl Marx once said that religion is the opiate of the people. I'd like to submit that conspiracy theories, generally speaking, are the half-cooked meth of the people. No less a thinker than Sam Harris once referred to conspiracy theories as the pornography of doubt, and he was right to do so. But sometimes a cigar really is a cigar. Not all slippery slopes are fallacy created, and Superman really is Clark Kent. Sorry, that's a spoiler for you. But folks, I have the unenviable task of coming to you today to propose that maybe, just maybe, the ignominious winds of change that are even now wafting up into our noses signal more than just that the Biden administration has once again accidentally shit the bed. Now, don't shoot the messenger one more time. I'm going to continue to warn you with that. But sometimes it's on purpose that he shits the bed. Now, you might think I'm crazy, and if so, you wouldn't be the first person, and you sure as heck won't be the last, and I'm okay with that. But before you decide one way or the other, let me hit you with a few interesting data points and see if you don't connect the dots the same way that I do. Last month, baby formula out of stock rates hit 70%. That's right. Their out of stock rates hit 70%. And the formula will not be restocked until July. So you just kiss goodbye the month of June, folks. This thing is going to get worse before it gets better. That's the first one, and we'll circle back to it, Psaki-style. Number 2, America's beef supply is predicted to shrink considerably over the summer due to drought and rising production costs. Beef production is expected to go down by 7% by 2023, driving already expensive beef costs through the roof. Now, keep that in your back pocket as well. And let's look at number 3. 2 brands of strawberries have been recalled because, get this, there's a hepatitis A outbreak in the United States and Canada. Justin Trudeau's up there banning guns, and it turns out he should have been banning strawberries. So the recall on these is huge, and there's a major push not only to toss out the already purchased strawberries, but also to get the hepatitis A vaccine. Okay, here we go. That's only 3 little headlines, but let's examine the cause behind them. First of all, the formula shortage. By all accounts, this thing came about as a result of a government involvement. It wasn't bad enough that we have supply chain shortages getting worse every day. We've got to shut down the production plants too. And the beef shortage, they're blaming drought and production costs. Okay, so drought you can't blame on anybody necessarily. Sometimes it just happens. But what's driving up those production costs? Could it be the rising cost of feed because of shipping issues and inflation? Could it be the same inflation driving up the cost of beef and therefore driving down the rate of consumers buying it? And hey, while we're getting super crazy, what if the government sprayed all those strawberries with hepatitis A so we can get the Hep A vaccine? Which everybody knows based on what they've been telling us, puts a tracking chip under your skin. So that, Bill Gates knows where you are at all times. Old Bill, he's watching us. Okay. That last one might be a little bit absurd. Ain't nobody spiking the strawberries, probably. But I have a point I want to illustrate here. If you were the typical liberal watching this, you might engage in a little throwing of the baby out with the bathwater and assume that because one of the things I mentioned is nonsense, that necessarily means the other 2 are as well. Well, here's the thing. The other 2 really are a part of the conspiracy. But we're far past the stage where the conspiracy has to be all cloak and dagger anymore. If you go to the World Economic Forum's website, you'll find the Great Reset. It's out in the open. Nobody's trying to hide it. And we live under a governmental regime that's in lockstep with the things that those assholes believe in. And you can't remake the world into something new without tearing down what's already there.